Hello, everybody, fellow YouTubers, and everybody across the world and the globe. Greetings to everybody, and I hope everybody's doing well. I attempted to make a first video of the audio of this, whatever audio, and something, maybe sound like a chipmunk. I don't know what's going on, like something's trying to stop me from making this video for you guys, but I had to just do this on my phone. I don't know what happened, but it made my voice sound really weird, so you guys couldn't understand it. Something's really going on. I wanna share some stuff with you guys, like I promised in the other video that I made. So I'm gonna, without further ado, here we go. I want to let y'all know I'm a psychic, born medium. Pretty much can read people within seconds of hearing your voice or seeing your face. Basically, all I have to do is hear your voice, and I'll pretty much know all about you. I've had things happen in from other states where I wouldn't be in that state. It's like remote viewing, pretty much. I'd see something happen, like I'll give you a story. This is actually true. I have people that can back it up. I have no reason to make up these stories. They're all my stories. They're all real, off the top of the head. I don't have to write anything down. So, like I said, I live in New York, and we always go to Pennsylvania every year. And so like I said, they come to me. These visions come. Sometimes I can see things. I don't know who the people are. And, so I saw a lady, a woman, like sitting in like her house or kitchen or something like that. And she was about to sell her house to some guy or something like that. Some realtor was trying to buy her house. And I saw all this. And then, I woke up from the vision. Just another vision. Sometimes I don't have, a conclusion to it where I meet the person. It doesn't always happen that way, I see a lot of things, and I see it on the news, sometimes big major events. I'll tell you, the most things I see are deaths and births. Those are usually it. And when bad things happen, trust me, I know about them. I don't broadcast them on YouTube or anywhere else. People think you're crazy. You're schizo. Get on your meds. They don't believe you. You're out for attention. One thing you gotta know about me is you will know, and I will tell you, is I don't want attention. I feel that time has come to let this kind of information out, because I don't tell anybody these things. I'm gonna share it. I don't care what people think. This is for you guys. So here's a story about the Philadelphia thing. So we get to Philly, and I'm low on money, and we're hungry and stuff like that, and and I wanted to go get one of those Philly cheesesteaks that we get every year. So we're pulled over. I randomly, like I said, I'm upset. I'm trying to figure out, because my bank card wasn't working at the time, so I had to borrow some money from a friend, so I had to take him to an ATM. So I pulled over, and we're talking and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, that vision comes to me, and I'm thinking, that's the house that I saw. I parked right in front of the same house. There was a guy on the porch. It wasn't a lady. It was a guy on the porch. So nobody in the car has a clue what I'm looking at. They're looking at me like, what are you looking at? What's wrong with you? Okay? So I go, listen, guys, watch this. Roll the window down. I don't know this guy. We're in Philly. I'm from New York. I go, sir. He's like, yeah. He's like, do you live here? I'm like, no, I don't live here. I got one question for you. He goes, what? I go, are you selling this house? Are you trying to buy this house? He's like, yeah, we're trying to close the deal, and we're waiting for the owner. I go, have a good day, sir. And we just took off. And they looked at me like, how did you know that? I go, let's not get into it. Let's just get the money out of the ATM. I'm starving. Now, you see some people, they put themselves on pedestals. I'm like everyone else. Just like you guys. There's nothing special. It's something I have. It's a gift. And like I said, if I can sometimes, I want to use it to help, solve crimes, solve murders, and trust me, if police work with psychics, which I know they do, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to put it to good use. I'm not into using it for lottery numbers. I tested it to see if it worked, and it works. But I will not. I refuse to do that, because this is a gift I'm given, not to take advantage of. This is to help other people and to make them understand things. So let me go back to back in the day, to the 80s, when I was seeing a lot of visions. Now, I didn't know anything about the Anunnaki back in those days. I had no idea what they were, who they looked like, anything, nothing about them. So I saw plenty of things back in those days, but I'm gonna tell you guys this one because it's very groundbreaking. I don't think there's anybody on YouTube. I don't think there's anybody in the world right now, speaking, breathing the air that God gave us all. That could tell you that they saw what I saw, what I'm about to tell you. I'd like to hear this story because they're probably lying. I've never told anyone this. My family's the only one who knows it. I was little at the time, like I said. This is the 80s. I was, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, something like that. Early, very early 80s. So like 83 or something like that. So I'm in my bed. We had bunk beds, okay? And so my brother's in the lower bed. I'm on a top bunk. So, I get up, and like I said, I'm in that zone. When I'm little, I didn't know what that zone was, but what I call it the zone, okay? I call it a different plane of existence where, you're susceptible to anything. When you're in that zone, you just better just be ready because you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to hear, okay? You're going to see or hear something because you can feel it, okay? All of a sudden, I see this tall man, very tall man. He's over 6 feet tall, and his glow was yellow. The only glows that I've ever seen on any ghost I've ever seen, at any soul I've ever seen. Because I don't like to call them ghosts, I call them souls. That's pretty much what they are. The outline is either white or yellow. Those are the only two that I've ever witnessed. His was yellow. And he was walking across my kitchen very slowly. And you know what? He had a bucket in his hand. Walking across very slowly with a bucket in his hand. A couple years ago, like I said, I first found out about these Anunnaki things a couple years ago, all right? And I started looking at pictures, started reading up on them, because I was getting really interested in this. As I say, they manipulated life and this and that. And you know what? I saw one of the pictures of the guys, he had a bucket in his hand. And I would, oh my God. And I just called my mother, I called my parents up, and I told them, I go, remember what I saw? And I was like, yeah. I go, Mom, remember the bucket? She said, what do you mean? And I explained everything about the Anunnaki, and she couldn't, wow. Did I see an Anunnaki? Was that an Anunnaki? I'm not saying it was, but I'm not saying it wasn't. So all I'm telling you is I'm not going to get into religions and all this, that. I know what I saw. I'm sharing it with you so you can widen your mind. You can get it online. You can research the things. If you don't believe me that you have to have a bucket, go look at it. He had a bucket. They have a bucket. Put the 2 and 2 together. What does it mean? Who are they? And you can just read all the history on them online. It's all online, okay? But I'm telling you, I know what I saw, and like I said, that was back in the day. So, come on. You know what I mean? Now this stuff's coming out. What to expect, all right? Like I said, the plane of existence, I'm trying to explain it. Like, I've been out of my body quite a few times. I've levitated out of my body. I'll tell you the story where I'm in the house I'm at now. It's not like the house is haunted. I don't know if I just everywhere has stuff going on with me because I get that. I just pick it up. I get it. I'm a receiver. Very strong receiver, and no matter where I go, I'm going to catch something. So if it's really something that has a lot of activity, people would say, oh, it's a poltergeist. I'd say, no, it's just the activity. It's just the normal activity of that area. To you, it's a poltergeist, but to me, it's just the everyday activities. You know what I mean? I've had things moving around in my house, like, okay, I was going to take a shower. This is like a couple years ago. I've been here about 4 years. So I was going to take a shower, and,